Us. Juvenile crime is something that we are sadly hearing more and more about lately, from robbery to crimes involving guns. And one of the most recent cases includes a 10-year-old child accused of shooting and killing another 10-year-old. Today, ABC 10's Alicia Machado talked with the Sacramento County District Attorney about the challenges with the system and why some young folks aren't facing charges. Alicia.
Well, Chris and Laura, Attorney General Tin Ho tells me it's a balance between accountability and rehabilitation. But he says a recent law leaves them with a lack of tools to hold juveniles who committed violent crimes accountable. And his office has seen an increase in crimes of this kind.
It's a Sacramento case that's caught national attention. 10-year-old Keith KJ Frierson shot and killed while playing in his neighborhood. Another 10-year-old accused of pulling the trigger. Family tells us the boy arrested is back home. His father now the only one facing charges related to this case. As KJ's family searches for justice, the case drawing many questions. We sat down with Sacramento County District Attorney Tin Ho to talk about the juvenile justice system. And while the DA could not speak on this pending case, we asked him about the challenges of the current system.
The biggest challenge that we're facing now in our juvenile system in California is really a lack of tools to hold juveniles who commit violent crimes truly accountable.
Tools the DA says were impacted by Senate Bill 1391, passed by lawmakers in 2019. It takes away a DA's authority to request a minor be transferred from juvenile court to an adult criminal court if they commit a serious offense when they are 14 or 15.
So if you have a 15-year-old that is 2 days or 1 day short of 16 and they commit a school shooting, they commit a murder, you can't prosecute them. Can't prosecute them as an adult.
One example, the case of J.J. Clavo, a Grand Union High School football player killed by a 15-year-old in 2015. D.A. Ho's office prosecuted the case, but when the law changed, J.J.'s killer couldn't be prosecuted as an adult anymore.
So he was going to face 50+ years to life in prison for committing that murder and shooting somebody else, an ambush-style killing. And instead, he only got 7 years. At the age of 23, he was released from jail and is now walking free while his mother, Nicole Clavo, faces a life sentence of having lost her son.
The DA tells me his office has seen an increase in juvenile crime, especially violent crimes involving handguns. From 2022 to 2023, a 74% increase in crimes committed by juveniles with a gun and a 35% increase in armed robbery.
One of the things that I would advocate for is allowing prosecutors to go to a judge, to a neutral arbiter, to decide whether or not juveniles who are under the age of 16 can be prosecuted as adults for murder, for child molestation, for robbery. And so as a parent, you know that you constantly have to balance. If you have rules but no accountability, you have chaos.
The DA's office says they have a number of programs aimed at rehabilitation. One program aimed at teaching juveniles about gun violence and their consequences.
Alicia Machado, we thank you for that update tonight. Let's talk